Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my makeup routine for Leeds Festival. I forgot to film an intro because I was too excited, and my overall footage for the day of getting ready and all the bits I want to add into it took up too much time for one video, so I thought I would split them into two. This first video will be just my makeup routine, so if you're not interested in that, then it's cool. But the second video will be my outfit, the prep of getting ready for Leeds Fest. I won't be taking my camera with me. I will only be speaking about it afterwards, and I will add in some videos and footage from when I was there that I got on my phone. Second one will be coming in a day's time, maybe? Yeah, we'll say a day. So I hope you enjoy it. There you go. I'm gonna try to go through my makeup routine. I'm not into the over-the-top glittery side of festival makeup, so I'm just gonna do my normal makeup. Yeah, and I can't really incorporate green into it, but if I can try and get like a kind of shimmery green in there, that'd be sick. If not, it will be rose gold. I'm just gonna wing it. Let's go. Okay, first thing you want to do is moisturize. I do not use primer, which a lot of people, I'm sure, would be like, but I only don't use it because I find primers to be quite oily, so when I put a foundation on, it all tends to slip around. No, okay. Oh, here we have lift off. So I massage it into my hands and just go everywhere. Moisturizer doesn't really need explaining, you just moisturize in your face. I always go on my ears and down my neck. So I start with my brows, and I use the Maybelline Brow Station. Ooh, does this actually work? Does this work? Is that why people do it? I don't know how to do this. Oh, it works. Okay. I don't go overboard. I used to do eyebrows like, you know, with the peak that was like up here, but no one told me that it was really bad. Cheers. So I just draw the line where the concealer will meet the brow, so then it's like sharper. And then I go just here, because on the top of my brows here and here, I have like no hair. So I just lightly go over that bit there. Next thing. Now for my concealer, I have been using this one, which is the eye eraser. I get stuck on that. Eraser. And I've been also mixing my foundations for my concealers too. Because I don't like how when you use foundation, if you use one colour and then it's too bright underneath and you can literally see it before you even take a picture. So I've been mixing these two together. And I'll mix with this little concealer brush, which I have no idea where it's from. I don't think I bought this, I think I found it somewhere. Just start going in from this side. Only start from this half onwards. If you start from here, it's going to get too stodgy at the front. And with that, I blend. And I pull it out on the side of my face. So when I do come to do my foundation, I can blend it all together. Pull it out over my bridge of my nose. Get as close to the line as I can. And just press it on. You really need to press it into the skin to make it like a second skin. Okay, once you've done that, I always set the powder. A lot of people don't. If you think about it, if it's wet and you're just going straight with eyeshadow, you're just mixing it in. And then it just becomes like a paste. The way I look at it, think about it. I am using the Huda Beauty Pound Cake powder, which smells incredible. Okay. Next thing I use is the Anastasia Glow Kit, and that is for eyes for my highlight, and I use butterscotch. Okay. And I use a rather like Megan, good brush. Yeah. I use a flat paddle brush for it, and I just go in towards the end first. And pull it around. And then do the same on the other one. whenever you highlight or whenever you do something like that, you always need to blend afterwards. So you always should have a buffing brush. And this is mine for my highlight. And I do that on the seam of where I put the highlight, so that all blends into my eye. So then when you blend your eyeshadow, it all like blends into one. Because you can always add more, but you can't take it off. Oh, there's so many colours, I don't know what to do. This one. Sandalwood from the Huda Beauty palette. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go in and do that lightly on my crease, and then I will add some glitter to it later. But if you don't know how to do a cut crease, just feel your eyelid like this, and feel for your what do you call it? What the frick do you call the bit under your eye? Bone bit. If you can feel the divot in your eye, and you can feel where your eyebrow bone points out, your crease is just where you can feel it here, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. If you have quite skinny eyes, I do, so that's fine. But if you don't, if you've got a really obvious crease, then fine. I'm gonna go in with this brush first. It's like a flatter paddle brush, but it's like easier for putting an initial colour in. Okay, so you add in that colour. If you want to go for a more dramatic look, then you can pack it on if you want. But only do that if you know exactly what you're doing, because if you put too much on and you can't blend it out, it's just going to look a mess. So start adding that into the crease of your eye. I'm going to add that in. I'm going to do a very natural look. If you want to do a heavy look, that is up to you. I'm only doing it because a heavy look is more work to maintain throughout the day. So now we've done one, we're going to do the same to the other, and then we'll catch up. Okay, so we've done that on both eyes. I don't want to go in it anymore because I find it hard to stop once I do stop. So I'm going to stop there. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to use the same concealer that was on the back of my hand. It's going to be quite clammy on the eyelids. So I'm just going to do it rough and then finish it off with a brush and just mix it all around. If you're wearing like quite a high maintenance kind of shimmer or glitter, you should use the NYX primer and put it on the base where you need it. But also, if you want to be specific, that's fine because it's easy to be specific with. But if you don't, you need to make sure you blend it a little bit more. Dab it on my eyelids. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I'm going to use this brush, so a smaller one, to get close up into my eye. Make sure you bring it into the crease at the end of your eye, so then when you go over to buff it all out, you have like, you've got something to blend it into. And go over the cut crease line so it's like super obvious that you're not trying to do a specific one, and it looks more blended. Small buffing brush. I'm going to go in with the same shade on the edges, just to blend it all into one. Which I do not want it to be really specific because I'm not going to take care of it during the day. You know, if I'm crying, then I don't really care about a cut crease. The next thing we're going to do, clean under the eyes. Get rid of the fallout. And the next thing I'm going to do is mix my foundation. So I have the darker one. So I've added the two together. I'm just going to mix them. Okay, when you're mixing them, make sure it matches your face, because you will get a slag line. I was talking about slag lines. Absolutely no worries, love. Okay, we'll go with that. It looks like I'm using a lot, but I'm using the same amount on the rest of my face. I'm gonna blend the bottom bit and pull. Bless you. And pull it down here, and also pull it over your ear and behind, underneath. You do not want a line, people. That's all people will stare at, I promise you. Can you hear that I'm beating it? Oh, my arm! That's how I check if I have a slag line and make a double chin. Alrighty, folks. I've heard that more than once. Okay, it's my favourite part. And when it comes to that edge, use the side of your beauty blender to blend it off. Oh, are you seeing how clean this is? Oh, damn. Had to get that point across, excuse me. And then pinch it under the eye and just lay it on. And then go all over the face. I just literally do that like a little fan. I push it on. I don't like, no, beat it on. Cool. And the next thing I do is contour and blush, and I use this palette. As you can tell, there is nothing left. I'll show you. You can kind of see that I have a line already. These are mosquito bites, so ignore them. If you don't want to go too much, like I don't think I'm going to go much more than that, because I don't like it when girls have really thick brown bars across the face. I use the same brush for blush as well. If you don't know how to do blusher, just like smile and get those apples of the cheeks. I'm going to go with the lightest shade that I used on my eyes under, because you don't want it to be too dark under your eyes in pictures, because your eyes are like this. They're too narrow, they look too narrow. Carrying on, I'm using the same buffing brush that I used for the edges of my eyes, and I'm gonna use the same light shade that I just used, because again, I don't want it too much under my eye. And I always crunch my eyes like this, I don't know why. And then I blend it lightly either side. You need to just wipe up underneath. Make sure it's all on the straight line. You don't have to, you can skip this bit if you want to, if you're not into eyeliner. But I use this NYX, I think of Chloe Booth every time I do that, jumbo eye pencil. But because a long time ago I didn't get a pencil sharpener for it, I use my concealer brush. Now, you can either just go straight in and pull your eyelid down. Like that. And you might have to go back over with a beauty blender or your powder afterwards if you pull your eye too much, but that's fine. Ooh, it just finishes the look. Again, under the eye, you don't want it to be too dark. I use the Clinique. The only thing with this, I tend to get it on my skin a lot, but always do your bottom first, because if you have to do that and then that, you're gonna get that all on top of your eyelid. If you do get mascara, wait for it, let it dry, then go in with a spoolie and scratch off. Tip for you. And then I always lean back and go on as much as the root of the eyelash as you can. And it doesn't really matter at this point if you get it on your eyelid, because you can just eye glitter to cover it up. If I cry, this is gonna be a disaster, by the way, is use Carmex on my lips. Next thing I'm gonna do is my highlight. I use this one and then I blend it with the bigger one. And because it's a festival, you kind of want more colour. And then go in with this one, tap that on, and blend that like all into your cheek. Get that glow, yes Meg! I go back in with the thing I did my eyebrows for and use whatever's left on my nose, and then use that same brush to blend it out. And use your finger too. I go my wipe back a little bit. Party lips a little bit. And highlight. Wipe up if we put too much on, like I just did. Okay, that's it for the highlight. The next thing I'm gonna do is my lipstick, and I'm using MAC persistence. And because I've had this lipstick for literally 4 years, I'm using the brush to get it out. Now, your lipstick is going to come off if you're going for a full day thing, unless you bring this, but do you really want to do that all the time? I look so weird in the camera. And then just add some lip balm to make it pop a bit more. And that, folks, is my makeup. No, it's not. No, it's not. Eyebrow gel. Push up. If you don't want to push up brow, you can just blend it into whatever shape you want. I push the front up, push it all out by the sides, and then draw it down on the edges. Now this is the finished look. Ooh, come in. Come in. Oh, wow. It's fantastic. Okay, wow. So we've got places to be. I need to shave my legs and armpits and then get ready. So catch you later. Alrighty, the outfit is complete. I'm about to run out of storage, so this is literally within 2 seconds. I will see you there. Have fun. Love you. Have a great time if you're there. If not, enjoy the footage.